I can see that. I think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Right. Yeah, trying to figure out. Oh, help me. There it is. Just trying to figure out which ear goes for what. Which thing goes in which ear. It's still early, man. I'm lucky I'm here. Hi, everybody. How are you today? It's Wednesday, and it's Prince Spaghetti Day. Remember that was such a thing. It was such a thing, Anthony. It was such a Prince Spaghetti Day on a Wednesday, and my mom did purchase a lot of Prince spaghetti. She did, and we ate it because that's what you got. She made it. We ate it. There you go. Good morning, Mark. How are you? And Mark said, good morning, everyone. You too, Al. I love him. I love the jabby jabs in the morning. And Chalet, happy hump day. That's right. It is. Yeah. So Prince Spaghetti Day, hump day. Is it really in the hump though? You got to think about the week and how it's laid out. So really, logistically, I mean, I think personally, the week starts on Sunday. For some weird reason, I feel like back in my school days, which was a very, very long time ago, that's when we used to write on stone tablets. I feel like someone tried to teach me that the beginning of the week was Sunday. So it kind of makes sense, but not really. So if Monday is the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so Wednesday's day 3, then you still have 4 days. So realistically, is Wednesday a hump day? Is it smack dab in the middle? Not real, kind of, sort of. Like half of the day on Wednesday is hump day because half of 7 is 3.5. Wow, look at that. I did math. And so I would say you really can't say happy hump day until 12 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm just throwing it out there. So, yeah, all right, so wait a minute. The song by Sherelle and Alexandra O'Neill. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Al hates when I do that one, but I enjoy it.
I like that song.
And we could just keep going because I think that's like all they said. Alexandra said a few other things in the song, but that was really the gist of that song.
So what do people actually do on hump day? Why do they call it hump day?
They go to work and make money so they can eat Prince Spaghetti. Is Prince Spaghetti still around? I don't recall seeing it. I see Barilla.
See what?
Barilla pasta.
What the hell is Barilla pasta?
It's the name of a pasta. It's a brand.
Never heard of it before.
Dude, you eat it all the time. Like whatever I make for you, that's right. See, whatever I make for you, you just eat it. And that's the end of that. You don't look at the box.
What's it called? Brillo pasta?
Barilla, not Brillo. Barilla.
Never heard of it.
I'm just moving my mic.
I heard that.
Did you hear that? Good. Oh, stop it. You're so technically annoyed.
Well, you keep touching.
Oh, wait. So here's my skull. I just wanted to show everyone. Okay. So I wore a skull 2 days in a row. And I love this sweater. And quite honestly, I didn't wear it one time last year. And this is the first time I'm wearing it this year. And I'm like, you know what? Why have I not worn this? It's a cute sweater because the skull is kind of understated. So
take your microphone and take the back end of it and point it more at an angle, if you don't mind. Oh God!
How's that? It gets very staticky, but is that fine? Is that better?
I had to wait a minute because that might be fine.
Okay, how's that?
Count to 3 for me, please.
1, 2, 3.
That sounds fine.
Good morning, Gail. And half the week is complete, and we're closer to Friday. And isn't that the truth? I was going to say ain't. My mother used to say ain't all the time, and then when I started, why am I talking about school today? But I don't know. But as I started,
you want to be back in school.
No, I don't. As I started progressing in my school years, I said, Mom, you really shouldn't say ain't because that's not polite. It's first of all, it's like a mean thing, just like now. So So one of my son's fiancés, because now I have two sons getting married, two fiancés. So I have to like focus, right? So one of the fiancés said, if you use a period in a text, it means you're mad at somebody. I had no idea. And then I asked my friend Michelle, I said, is that real? And she said, I never heard of that. Now, I do know that when you send all caps to someone, that means you're mad. And Al does that all the time, even though he is angry all the time.
I'm angry.
But
angry elf.
He doesn't do that intentionally. Like, he doesn't send something in all caps because he's mad. He sends it because he doesn't know any better.
Maybe I'm mad as hell. And I put periods.
No, I'm not going to take it anymore.
Then I put periods after everything. And that's the way it is. If you don't like
so
it,
he uses caps and periods.
Too bad.
So he's double mad.
And Gail does the same thing, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's like all these things. All these things that like you just learn on a daily basis. It's kind of crazy. Like, but I didn't know. But I'm not going to worry about the period thing. I'm just going to use a period because it's the end of a sentence or a question mark or an exclamation point. Because those are what come at the end of the sentence.
I always kind of wondered why they call a woman's friend a period. I don't understand that. Why? Because they've called that a period for many. Why do they call it a period, Kiki? Do you have any idea? Or should
I don't know, but I can assure you, it's much more dangerous than just a little dot.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that when you learn in elementary school about periods, and then you find out when you're a teenager that the period means a whole different meaning. It means girls with a period.
No, the whole thing. You know what really upset me?
What upset you, Kiki?
Oh, do you have your friend?
What the hell is a friend?
It's not my friend. It is not my friend. It's never been my friend, and it never will be my friend. However,
and I don't have any friends.
I will say that.
Say what?
I'm afraid for my friend to leave for the simple fact that I don't want to grow a beard. So
God, geez.
I'm like scared for that. So I'm anticipating my friend eventually leaving town.
Really?
However,
maybe Frank can come back and visit once in a while.
I'm kind of like making it comfy cozy because I'm not sure I want them to leave just yet.
Well, if you start to grow hair, I have a razor just for you.
But then again, I know other women who their friend left town a long time ago, and they're like, I don't have a beard. And I said, but I'd be the one to get that.
Right.
That would be me, because like everything weird happens to me.
So Gail says,
Gail said, I don't need caps, Al. People know when I'm pissed off because the Latin side comes out.
I like that. See, I took Latin for like 6 years because I'm going to become a doctor.
Oh, God. Thank goodness you didn't.
And then I'll be able to take care of everybody's period. Oh, Maria's here this morning.
Maria.
Good morning, Maria, from Aiken, Massachusetts. So anyway, boy, I tell you, before we nestled into...
And Jeannie, good morning.
Jeannie, how are you? I love Jeannie. What was I going to say?
Nestling.
Yeah,
before we nestled in.
Before we nestled in, it was 2 degrees above zero last night before we went to bed.
So it's going to be hot today, 26. Is
26,
that right?
26, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's
Heat wave.
about 12 degrees.
Right.
And the ocean stayed on the East Coast here this morning. So, but it's, it was cold last night. It's
cold now.
It's very cold now.
It's cold now.
It's cold now, but it's going to warm up to like 26 or whatever the hell you
When
say.
I took Lewis out this morning in the wee hours of the morning,
his pee froze.
I literally scream out loud, I'm awake now.
I know.
I do it every morning. I'm awake.
I know.
I am awake. It's that's a good thing about the cold is that boink, it just pops you open.
It boinks. It pops you open.
Pops you open. It just you're wow, here I am. It's Wednesday.
Right.
And I will say, I can't wait till it's summertime though. And it's hot.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. I can't get enough of the summertime. I love it.
Summertime is really, really good. Just a reminder for those of you just tuning in here on the YouTube channel, you can also listen to us on Facebook at kiki.fm. You can listen to the morning rants here every morning about 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific on kiki.fm, or you can watch us on YouTube at Kiki Classic Rock. So, I mean, that's good. Now, I know you're very excited and you're very pumped up and you're very happy this week because you have an opportunity tomorrow night to be talking to somebody really nice, right?
Iconic.
That's the right word. So who are you talking to tomorrow night? You okay?
Yes.
I know. You got up this morning like 5:00, 5:30, whatever. And you like, I can't wait to talk to her. And it just, and she is a very nice lady.
Still so surreal to me.
Right.
But Apollonia.
Oh,
Apollonia.
yeah.
The star in Purple Rain alongside the iconic Prince, Mr. Prince. She was the girl in the back of the bike. She was his girlfriend in the movie.
Right.
And she was christened in Lake Minnetonka.
She was what?
Christened.
What's that mean?
Oh,
christened?
you didn't watch the movie with me a couple of weeks ago.
What do you mean she was christened?
I watched it many times as a
She
teenager.
was christened. What's that mean?
You got to watch the movie. Everyone who's watched it knows.
Was it a religious ceremony?
Pretty much.
It was.
According to Prince.
Did she have her baptism at the lake?
Sure she did.
Did they dip her in water? Is that what they did?
She dipped her own self in the water.
She did.
Per Prince, yes. Per Prince's request.
Okay. And she got christened at, what's the lake called again?
Minnetonka.
Now, where's that at? Is that in Minnesota?
Yes.
So that must have been cold as hell.
Oh, damn. Yes, it was cold. Yeah, and
what do you
actually,
what did you say that word for? You okay?
Because my nose just like started to run.
Okay.
Was it cold? Actually, she was treated for hypothermia after that scene.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. Little fun fact there.
Hey, put your phone away.
I'm not looking at my phone.
But your phone just buzzed.
Yeah, that's not my problem.
But
it's over there.
But I can hear it through the microphone.
So what?
You're talking about the hypothermia, and then all of a sudden the hypothermia.
Put your phone away. My phone's not even near me.
But the hypothermia alert just went off because I could hear your phone coming through the microphone.
But put a hat on.
Who, me?
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't have anything else to say.
Oh, okay. And Mark said rants with no pants, please.
I have my pants on because it's too cold to be naked this morning. I'm never naked, but oh my God.
He's not.
Oh God.
And that's fine.
What do you mean by that, Kiki?
Because I don't want you doing that. Man, like there are people.
What do you mean that
so let's
I'm
talk
not naked?
About,
No, stop right there. You said I said I'm not naked, and you said that's fine. Now, what do you mean by that comment?
If you let me finish, I'll tell you.
All right, go ahead.
I don't want you doing that. Like I can't even. There are people who just do that. I guess. Like they just walk around with no clothes on, and I'm just. Why would you do that? What if something gets stuck in something?
I'm not exploiting myself. That's weird, man. I mean, I'm not going to.
Well, just like the whole nude beach thing.
Right.
I mean, to me, like if I want to be nude, which I'm not.
Right.
I'm not when I go outside. Right. Like I'm not adventurous.
No,
okay.
Especially in this cold weather.
However, people go to a whole beach, a whole community, and they just walk around with no clothes on.
But that's the thing. But
I would say at least wear like a cover up or something.
But that was the thing back in the day.
People still do that. So on 90 Day Fiance, let me just explain something.
Let me finish talking about what I'm talking about.
No, I can't let you.
Why?
Because I'll forget. So on 90 Day Fiance, there's actually Sherwan, one of the gentlemen, who is one of the baby daddies of one of the girls.
Yeah,
he lives in I forget what country he's in.
Yeah, okay.
What province he's in, whatever. But he works at a nudist colony.
So what?
Like a whole resort.
Maybe it pays well.
So people don't. Oh, and I think they do. Well, they do other things too.
Well, that's fine.
But see, like I'm just, to me. You got to have something on.
No,
like
you don't.
I wouldn't be able to talk to you if you have nothing on.
Yes, you would.
It would just be kind of awkward.
You could talk to me, and people would never.
Because you're not gonna look at someone in the eye.
No, I'm not into this. But there's a beach here in the Ocean State called Moonstone Beach. It's been
but is that still a thing? I don't even know if that's still a thing.
I'll go check it out today. I'll take a drive down there and see if anybody's naked at the beach today.
Oh my gosh, it's a little cold.
Yeah, but that was the big thing back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Driving to Moonstone Beach to see how many naked people. But there's a beach we went to in Aruba. The people were naked down there, weren't they?
It wasn't just the beach, though, Al. That's their culture. So
it's their culture. Well, that's why. That's why I wanted to move.
No
there.
Big deal.
But I'm I'm on the beach in Aruba with you, and we're looking out, going, what the hell's going on? This
It was
is
just
great.
like every other person walking by was
Yeah, but it was,
nude.
but after 10 seconds, it was fine.
I mean, it was no big deal. Like
Well,
we didn't go
in
because nobody
some
was
ca-
really
in
like,
some
oh,
cases,
put
there
some
was a
clothes
big
on.
deal. But
No, there was.
yeah,
I mean, really.
yeah, but some people shouldn't be walking around topless because they look like they're wearing flotation devices. I mean, they're never going to
And then
drown.
there are some people that should not wear a Speedo.
Oh,
I'm just throwing it out there.
yeah, I
I
know.
still have a vision in my mind from a few years ago from our beach.
From what?
There's a beach near us here in Rhode Island, and
Right. You saw somebody in a Speedo?
he shouldn't have been wearing a Speedo. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be mean.
Okay.
I'm just saying he should have had pants on.
But maybe it makes him feel good. He doesn't care
Okay.
what people think.
Obviously.
I'm not going to wear a Speedo
That was just obvious.
because if I wore a Speedo, I'd be going slow. I'm just saying.
You need me to help you push you up the stairs. So
I know this morning was pathetic. I mean, I am. I'm
give me a push. I'm like, what?
No, I'm
What is happening
I'm,
right
I'm
now?
coming halfway down the stairs this morning
Oh,
with my cup of coffee, and then I get into a stall mood or mode or whatever, and I have to turn around and Kiki's trying to push me up the stairs. I mean, this sucks getting old, man. And she's pushing me, and I finally go to the top and I spill my coffee, but it's fine. So anyway, what? You waiting for your intro now?
yeah.
Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this, what do you call this Wednesday? Hump Day or whatever? Wicked Wild?
No, it's just Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Mhm.
Wednesday, okay. On your Wednesday here on Kiki Classic Rock YouTube and on the Kiki.fm Feta page. It's time for a Classic Rock Raw.
Yeah, yesterday by accident, because I say Facebook Meta, because it is the metaverse, right?
Right.
Guys got to get used to it. I'm just saying.
I'll just give you my 2 cents.
So yesterday, I don't get that, but whatever. You were talking about that last night. It was so weird.
Oh, yes.
But yesterday I called it Facebook Feta because it was just still too early for my brain to process the meta part.
Right.
And I got made fun of last night, but it's fine. I don't mind.
Right.
I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am because, Jice, I'm not.
Right.
I don't want to be either.
Don't want to be what?
I don't want to be perfect.
Why not?
That's not something I strive for in my life.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know what I strive for?
What do you strive for?
Breathing. I guess health.
Right.
Some money would be good. Like a whole bunch of it.
So Gail knows that I have arthritis.
I don't know. I didn't tell her, but you know what? She can figure it out by you not walking.
Well,
that would be a hint.
Maybe Gail's going to become a doctor. Maybe Gail is doctor. Dr. Gail.
There you go. All right, do it again. Do the intro again.
Dr. Gail here. Classic rock.
That's not the intro.
I don't care. Just take it away. Gail has to do an exam on me right now. We're going to be in her examination room, and I'll be back in a minute.
That was effed up, dude. You need to apologize for that.
I'm not going to apologize for nothing. I didn't do anything.
That was weird.
Listen, I'm on Medicare now.
Back it up.
I just checked with Gail. She takes Medicare. So I'm going into the exam room.
You checked with Gail about Medicare?
No.
This is not a conversation.
Dr. Gail is very concerned about me. She's going to have a sit down with me while you're doing your Classic Rock Raw here and talk about my arthritis problems, okay? So you do your Classic Rock Raw, and I'll be back in a minute. Come on, Dr. Gail. Classic Rock Raw. Go ahead.
That was the worst intro on the planet. Like from the beginning, that was the worst intro. I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Listen, you keep going with the same thing over and over.
I gotta go.
No. And now, for all of you who have arthritis, it's time to sit back and relax, and it's time for a Classic Rock Raw.
That was the craziest thing ever. I feel like we're going into a Geritol commercial, but anyway. Hi, it's Wednesday, January 12th of 2022. I can't. Clay Aiken. Do you guys remember Clay Aiken? Oh my gosh, he was the cutie pie who came in a super close second. I will tell you that. It was very, very close to Ruben Studdard on season 2 of American Idol. And I'm still in the Kelly Clarkson days myself. I mean, she was just incredible. We watched American Idol for a few more seasons after Kelly, but I'm sorry. Kelly was just, and still is, incredible. Really. I mean, I personally, I knew from those audition things they did beforehand, I knew she was going to win. Her voice is just ridiculously amazing. So anyway, Clay Aiken, he lost to Ruben. So of course I had to look up and find out, well, what's Ruben Stutter doing today? Because I haven't heard from either one of them, to be quite honest. So we'll be talking about Clay in just a second, but where is Ruben Studdard? Well, Ruben, believe it or not, this kind of blew me away. He's put out 8 albums. He does some guest appearances on American Idol. He's done TV, he's done movies, he's done Broadway. And recently, this is his newest venture. He joined the staff of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and will lead a series of master classes. So, Ruben, he is A-OK, everybody. Just in case you wanted to know, you don't need to worry about Ruben Studdard. He is doing just fine. Now, Clay Aiken's debut album, Measure of a Man, went multi-platinum in 2003. He put out 2 more albums and is the fourth highest selling contestant in terms of album sales from American Idol. Is that not nuts? The 4th highest. So I'm like, who's number 1? There's a hair right there making me itchy. So number 1, I have to think is Kelly Clarkson. To me, I would think it's Kelly Clarkson, then Carrie Underwood, but I could be completely wrong. If you know who is the number 1 American Idol album selling artist, let us know in the comments. I would think it's Kelly, Carrie, and then maybe Fantasia, then Clay. That's my own personal rundown. I don't know though, because I did not research that portion of this said story. Now, Clay has never been married. So, guys, he's available. And he is jumping now solidly into the political arena. I know, Clay Aiken as a politician, it's kind of crazy. But don't let Clay kid you. He's been down this road before. Yes, he has. In 2014, he attempted, sadly, unsuccessfully, and I'm sorry, Clay, to get elected into the U.S. House of Representatives in North Carolina's 2nd District. Now, Clay did not win in 2014, but he's going for it again. See, you just don't give up on your dreams, kids. You just keep pushing and going until you drive everyone around you crazy. That's my own personal opinion.
That's what I do every day.
That's right. Just look at Clay Aiken.
Say good morning to Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa.
Happy Wednesday.
Now, Clay is focusing on income equality, access to healthcare, and climate change. Oh, but wait, there's no climate change here. Just, you think back 10 years ago here in Rhode Island, and the snow would have been up to my eyeballs. And now we have none. We have a snowfall and it melts within 24 hours. So thank you, Clay, for doing that. Dee Snider. We all know Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. He is behind Clay all the way. And that would be a great campaign slogan for Clay. Behind Clay all the way. I like it. Makeup t-shirts. You're welcome. Dee shared Clay's campaign video, and his tweet said, and I quote from Dee, "This may surprise some of you, seriously, but I endorse Clay Aiken. Clay is smart, decent, hardworking, caring, well-spoken, and fearless. Fearless Clay Aiken. Pretty much everything most congressmen are not. I'm not from North Carolina, but if I was, I'd vote for him. Hashtag join the circus." Leave it to Dee, to just wrap it up in a pretty little bow at the end. So if you are curious or interested in this story, you can visit clayaiken.com and follow his journey to congressmandom. Congressdom?
What the hell was that?
Congressional.
Congressdom? You just make that up?
Congressional
Did you just
something.
make that up?
Congressionism? I don't know, something.
Oh, God. All right. No, you vote Clay for Congress. I like that. Congress Clay.
I don't like that one. Clay for Congress.
Right.
Behind Clay all the way. I like that because it rhymes. I love rhyming things.
Right. Lisa likes Clay all the way.
Clay.
Right.
Play with clay. That might not be
No,
appropriate, but
yeah, well,
say it with clay. That's a good one.
no.
Say it with clay.
Well, like Lisa just say, she's a slogan lady.
Yep.
She says,
Let's take clay all the way. I like, yeah. No, say it with clay. I like that.
Clay all the way. I
Wait a
like
minute.
that. Clay all the way.
Hey, vote for clay. I just make myself laugh.
Clay is missing the boat here. This is his, campaign fundraiser right here. Clay all the way.
Wait.
Here we go. Ready?
Hold on.
Here we go. Oh, she's on a rant now. Tracy's here. Say good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Tracy. Go ahead.
It's never a nay when you're with clay. Because you know how they say yay or nay?
Right.
In the congressional thing?
Right.
In like the room, the chambers or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never a nay when you vote for clay.
So he'd be running for Congress. So does that mean he's in the House of Representatives?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That'd be great. I mean, I think Clay would be the man.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What? Here we go.
What do you say? Let's vote for clay. I like that one.
Say that again. I like that.
What do you say? Let's vote for clay. But you got to be animated about it when you do it. You can't just say, what do you say? Let's vote for clay. What do you say? Let's vote for clay. You got to just really be
right
intense about it.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
people are going crazy. Look at Mike Scott. He of course he's talking about humps, but that's what he does. What?
Wait, hold on. Just give me a minute. Wait,
my God, Mike, I'm sorry. She's in. Hurry up.
All right, ready?
Okay, go.
March, April, May. Oh, I love clay.
No,
I mean, it was cute though. It was like a little cute, like a little.
Say that again. What was that again?
March, April, May. I love clay. That wasn't that great. I like that. What do you like? Which one do you like?
I like clay all the way. That's kind of
clay all the way is good.
I like that.
Or hey, let's do it with clay.
That's so dirty.
And that has all kinds of connotations.
No. Say that again, though.
Hey, let's do it with clay.
That's kind of nice.
I kind of like that one because it's edgy.
Right.
And clay is not edgy.
And it grabs your attention. And they're like, what the hell are they talking about, right? Say that one again. One more time.
Hey, let's do it with clay.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, because it's kind of like, I'm thinking Play-Doh. Like when I was a kid.
What are you talking about?
Sitting at the table. When I would put the Play-Doh on things and make little shapes.
But Play-Doh has nothing to do with clay.
And pull it off the paper and see the comics backwards on the Play-Doh.
But when you say Play-Doh, I think of clay being like Gumby. Right.
You know what I think of Davy and Goliath on Sunday mornings at 7:30? I used to watch them all the time. Davy and Goliath, and I could not figure out how those claymation they call it. Oh, it's claymation.
Right.
They made the little clay figures move.
Right.
And that was intense, but I loved it. I was fascinated by it.
David and Goliath, wasn't that kind of like a religious thing?
It was a religious kids show.
Right.
Yes. But I was fascinated because there was no other show like it. When you think about the Davy and Goliath show, there was nothing. No, who else was doing claymation? No one. So here we go.
What?
There's no other clay.
What, Kiki?
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Clay's coming your way. It's got to be simple. It's got to be quick.
No.
It's got to be to the point.
I know. But
here is clay. He's coming your way. Get out of the way. Here comes clay.
Let's play with clay.
No, I already said that one.
I know, but I like that.
If you may, vote for clay. That's like polite, and it's kind of in his arena, in his wheelhouse. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Anyway.
The classic rock continues with clay.
Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees, you know him. Staying Alive, Night Fever, More Than a Woman. Oh my gosh. That Barry Gibb. He said that he credits Eric Clapton for him and his brother's newly found fame and fortune in the mid-70s. Can you believe that? I know you're saying Eric Clapton. He helped the Bee Gees. He's the guy that just tried to sue the eBay woman for an $11 bootleg CD that she put out there. But Barry is totally saying Eric got the Bee Gees Americanized. I've talked about this before, but when the Bee Gees were not growing any further than what they had already accomplished, they were trying to figure out what they could do next. Now, in 1974, Eric finished his album 461 Ocean Boulevard and suggested to the brothers to leave London and head for Miami so they could network with different types of artists, new artists, grow yourself types of artists, like a disco flower. And that's just what the Bee Gees did. They turned into disco flowers, and everybody everybody wore flowered shirts. Remember that? Flower shirts. That was just such a 70s man thing. And they had to be polyester. They couldn't. They looked like satin, but they were polyester blend material.
I was so into that stuff, man. I was so into it.
The Bee Gees recorded their album Main Course, which contained Nights on Broadway. My favorite. I know I love the Saturday Night Saturday Fever stuff, but Fanny Be Tender, that is one of my favorite Bee Gees songs of all time. I love it. I love it. And Jive Talkin'. And we all know where that song ended up. Saturday Night Fever, not Saturday Night Live, even though wasn't Barry Gibb on Saturday Night Live. I know they did skits about him. That's probably why I'm thinking about it. So if Eric never suggested that the Bee Gees moved to America to switch things up, who knows what could have happened? Barry and his wife Linda still have a home in Miami. They probably have homes all over the damn planet. I'm just saying, because he's that rich. Thank you, Eric Clapton. So he is known to be, this is Barry, by the way, the second most successful songwriter in history. Did you know that about Barry?
Yes, I did.
He is known to be the second most successful songwriter in history. That is crazy. He's written for Diana Ross, Frankie Valli, Barbra Streisand, tons and tons of other artists. Now, Eric, with regards to the woman, the eBay woman, the $11/$12 eBay woman, his team went after, right? Remember her, this whole thing? Well, she was slapped with a $5,000 lawsuit. And if she did not remove her bootleg CD listing from eBay, she would have received a fine of up to $250,000. But Eric ended up not taking any further action against the woman, probably because he got so much crap from everyone like here on YouTube and all over the place. And he will not collect what is owed to him, which technically is $3,900. Now, that's a lot of money for a bad CD listing, but Eric stepped up and he did the right thing at the end of the day. He did that. And he influenced the Bee Gees to move to America. So on both accounts, we thank you, Eric Clapton.
Wow, it's a wonderful tonight. Yeah, everything that Barry Gibb put his hands on turned to gold. Everything.
Literally.
Everything.
Literally.
I mean,
and you go back and you listen to the pre-Saturday Night Fever Bee Gees songs. Yep. Massachusetts. Again,
oh my God.
Fanny Be Tender. I don't know what it is about that song. I love it. You don't like it?
No, I like it, but the Massachusetts song, a lot of people didn't like it, but I love that. So I remember playing that.
It was a big hit for them, though.
Well, I remember playing that on the radio, and I love saying the words, go on the radio and say, Massachusetts by the Bee Gees. I mean, that song was
and
great.
You were living in Massachusetts, so it kind of... Right. Did you hear my stomach just then?
Was that your stomach?
It was my stomach went like Chewbacca.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you having a clay moment? What was? I heard that loud and clear. I thought there was something.
You heard it. Wait a minute. You heard it loud and clay.
No. But that's not normal. Are you having a baby? I'm just saying.
Please, Jesus, no.
But that came through.
Done with that.
I was concerned that there was something in the studio. That was just stomach rumbling. That was pretty iconic. That was great.
That was not iconic, Al.
Why am I freezing this one? I'm sitting in my engineering studio right now with my hoodie on.
You go to bed with your hoodie on. Like, it looks like I'm sleeping with a thief. It's so weird. Like, we could do it right. Like a little YouTube channel, sleeping with a thief.
No, I'm not.
And that would be you.
No, I can't. But the problem is, you're talking here, and I'm listening to you, the story about the Bee Gees and stuff, and Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
And I started getting cold, so I put my hoodie on. But when I put my hoodie on, it knocked my headphones off my head. I was having a problem.
And hey, Lisa, what is going on? Where you been, girl? How are you?
She's been here for a while. Oh my God, what are you talking
Barry
about?
is still hot. He's great. I love him. I love the Bee Gees. Andy Gibb. What a freaking adorbs.
What's his name? Barry?
Yeah.
So Lisa,
He's the only surviving Bee Gee.
Lisa, his name is spelled B-A, isn't it?
Well,
Is it
Al,
B-E?
Al,
I'm
stop.
just saying.
She's probably typing fast. Stop it.
Oh my God, maybe she's talking into her
Please,
thing.
who's the one to talk here about spelling?
But I can't spell. I can't believe.
How many times a day do you ask me how to spell something?
It's an iron hot. Oh, I get it. Barry is still hot. I get it.
How many times a day do you ask me to spell something for you? How many times?
But
2,500.
But here's the deal. I have to. Can I interrupt just for a second? I learned something yesterday.
Choice?
No, I realized something yesterday, and I didn't know this because I'm a little slow to the party.
Right.
I had to find some place yesterday, and you're trying to help me or whatever, and I kind of got lost for a bit. So I just yelled into the phone. I said, Siri, find this address. And Siri helped me out. Siri's my best friend now.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
All by yourself?
I couldn't believe it works.
Wow.
I couldn't believe that you can actually talk into your phone and go, Siri, find this address.
I never do that.
And Siri says, and then Siri says, turn around. And it was great. And not only that, I can say, Siri, play Kiki.fm. And guess what? She does it. She's a nice girl. Classic rock continues.
If you start taking her to lunch, I'm going to have a little problem with that.
No, I'll go to lunch with her as long as she pays. It's fine.
Yeah,
Siri,
right.
pay the goddamn
bill. She'll pay
bill.
through Apple Pay, and you'll be paying for it.
Apollonia.
Since I have the honor of coincidentally connecting with the amazing Apollonia tomorrow night, and you can hear my chat with her. I still can't. Honestly, I'm still kind of shook about the whole thing. I still can't believe
she's excited about being on
happening.
Tomorrow. She's very excited too.
But it's starting at 7:00 Eastern, 4:00 Pacific. I've been trying to find connections between Journey and Prince because I think it's important. Now, yesterday, I talked about Steve Perry's relationship with Prince and the songs Purple Rain and Faithfully. And I never knew that. I never knew that the endings of Purple Rain and Faithfully are pretty much the same. I literally didn't know that. So you can listen to that from yesterday it's the one from yesterday. So I said, oh, well, Neal Schon. Why did it, here we go. I'm so used to saying Neal Schon, but it's Neal Schon.
It is?
It is.
Just
now,
Neal.
He has a connection with Prince, and I didn't know he worked with Prince.
What?
I couldn't really find out what he exactly did with Prince, so I'm kind of interested in that.
He worked with Prince?
But Neal released his 9th solo album called Universe in late 2020. And on that album is Neal's version of Purple Rain. And if you have not yet heard that, it's awesome. It really is just very, very, how do I put it, moving. It's filled with a lot of just great guitar playing from Neal. You got to go listen to it. Now, if you go and listen to the song on Neal's YouTube channel, he also has a short story about him and Prince and how a Worn Escape album was in Prince's record collection. Now, how crazy is that for Neal to have found out that Prince loved his band and Neal's guitar playing?
Wow.
I mean, for Neal to have found out that information and that Prince actually studied Neal's guitar playing, which another honor for Neal. And Neal released his cover of Purple Rain before his album Universe was even released. And it came out on what would have been Prince's 61st birthday on June 7th of 2019. Did Neal work with Prince? I don't think he did. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it was somebody else that worked with Prince because I could not find anything about that. So I don't think that's true. I think that's erroneous information. Now in 1984, this is the year that Steve and Neal went off to do their own things. Neal joined the supergroup HSAS with Sammy Hagar, and Steve Perry released his famous Street Talk. Now, that same year of 1984, Prince's 6th album, Purple Rain, was released, as well as the movie Purple Rain, and both Journey and Prince were flying high in their own separate ways. You get it? You get that whole thing? Steve and Neal, they went their separate way from Journey for a little bit.
Yeah, I get it.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway.
Well, the thing is that it's pretty remarkable that Prince admired what Journey did and what Neal did and whatever. And Neal did a tribute, and his guitar playing is very, very good, by the way. And actually did his version of Purple Rain, which is pretty amazing to hear that, Kiki.
Well, and also, I guess Prince really looked up to Neal Schon's guitar playing.
Wow.
He studied Neal's guitar playing. So that had to be an honor in itself for Neal to even know that information, to learn that Prince had a worn out Escape album in his record collection. I mean, what an honor that is, for real.
Yeah, but looking at the videos, which I haven't looked at for many years, Prince was really an excellent guitar player, a very excellent musician. Beyond. And I'm watching, I says, you forget about things because time goes by or whatever, but it's just really unbelievable. And I think the unbelievable thing tomorrow night is you get to talk to somebody who's involved with Prince in his life, in the movie making and the music. Yeah. And Prince, I think, I'm not sure, helped Apollonia in her career, in her musical career as well, too, right?
Yes, he helped everyone in the movie Purple Rain had success.
That's amazing. I mean,
because of the fact that they were involved with Prince. So it's just, it's part of our youth. It's part of our teenage years. It's part of our musical chemistry, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's just all a part of our DNA that we grew up with. And, maybe it's because I grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s. It's just, there was something special about that era. Really. But does everybody say that about every single musical era they were in? Yes, like if you grew up in the 60s, you know what? There was just something about the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Elvis that was just special. Well, it was special because it started everything.
But I remember growing up and people saying, adults, they used to say, there's nothing like the 50s music. And
right.
And it's just like, oh my God, listen to this 50s. Oh my God, I was Chubby Checker, the planet.
And Elvis, come on.
But people
love him.
I remember as a kid, and like, listen to all these old farts talking about this old music from the 50s. And I think you're right, Kiki. I think you hit the nail right in the head. I think everybody is connected to music in some way, form, or fashion, or what have you, throughout the years.
And the adults who grew up in the early 2000s, I'm sure they're saying the same thing. Oh my gosh, you're never going to replicate the music that we had. And I'm sure it's just every single musical generation says the same thing. I can pretty much guarantee it.
So
However, I'm just saying the 80s were the greatest.
You think 10, 20 years from now, people are going to say there's nothing like Nicki Minaj, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, and Saweetie and who's the other one? Megan Thee Stallion.
What the hell is that?
I think people have their own musical taste, and that's the cool thing. And I think it's awesome. I love it. I love the fact that everybody likes something different. Now, I personally am not a big country girl. However, there are some songs I hear now and again, and it's like, oh, that's a really good song. Like Carrie Underwood, I love her. I do love her. Yeah. However, my passion lies within classic rock, disco, freestyle,
but
pop. Like that's my wheelhouse.
But there's nothing like classic rock. But I think one of the greatest artists of all time, and I think that people are going to look back on it, is Lady Gaga. Phenomenal.
I mean,
phenomenal.
She is amazing. She really is amazing.
The duets with Tony Bennett and all these other artists.
And she's up for a ton of Grammys with him.
Yeah, but you know what?
Which is crazy.
She is so talented. Just every time she makes her presence anywhere or whatever. I mean, she did a Super Bowl show as well. And she is fantastic. I mean,
well, it's just the fact that she's not only a fantastic singer, but she can play instruments.
Right.
And
she's an artist.
She's extremely intelligent.
But she kind of reminds me, when you think about it for a second, of a female Prince. I mean, Prince was Prince was his own character. He's very artistic. He knew his musical instruments. He knew how to get the crowd going. He put his head this way, that way. Lady Gaga does the same thing. If you look at Lady Gaga and Prince, they look like they're related.
both pushed the musical envelope.
They
for sure.
did.
There's no question about that. Yeah, no, it's a good point, Al. Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah, no, but I mean, if Lady Gaga did a duet with Prince, like in a video thing, I think it'd be great. If she did some Prince songs, I mean, I think that'd be great traction.
I bet she has. I bet you any money she has for sure.
But I'm just saying, I mean, Prince and Lady Gaga, to me, I think are in the same category. I could be wrong, but that's the way I feel.
Well, I think everybody's got their own personal category. Like Prince is just his own entity.
Right.
There is no, like, you can't even break into the Prince bubble. To me anyway. I could, again, everybody's got their own thought process on things, but
right.
Prince has got his thing. Lady Gaga has her bubble. Like,
right.
You're never going to break into Madonna. Let's talk about Madonna just for a second before we, but Madonna, look at 80s Madonna.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I think about is when she told Dick Clark, I am going to rule the world. And she literally did. She literally ruled the 80s alongside Prince, Journey, Foreigner, all of these other amazing artists. So, everybody's got their own thing, and that's why it's great. That's why music is so awesome, because you can say, okay, well, I love classic rock, but I also love pop, and I love freestyle, and I love disco, and I love country, and I love jazz, and I love all of this other stuff. So it's great because you're allowed to do that. Which is awesome.
But every time you heard a Prince song, you turn the volume up.
Oh my gosh. Every time I hear Prince now.
Every time you hear a Lady Gaga song, you turn the volume up. I mean, and all these others that you're talking about, you actually touch the knob in your car and turn the volume up, which is great.
Yeah.
And I think some of that will be transpired in Relay tomorrow night when you have the opportunity to talk to the great Apollonia, which is going to be, I think it's really great. And I think it's great that you girls get to hang out.
Completely honored. Completely. So again, tomorrow night, 7:00 Eastern, 4:00 Pacific on Kiki.fm. You got to just download it in the App Store if you have not already, on your iPhone or Android. If you have an Alexa, please enable Kiki.fm. And then going forward, you just say, Alexa, please play Kiki.fm, and she'll do it for you, which is so cool. Alexa, please clean my house. She never does that when I ask her to do it.
Can I interrupt you there for a second?
Sure.
Shelley just said music is my constant companion, but a comment she made a while back ago, and I don't want to overlook this. Shelley saw Andy Gibb when she was 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So Shelley has had a problem since she was very young. Music's been a big part of it.
How lucky is she, though?
But she saw Andy when she was 12 years old. Now, how did she get to go see Andy when she was 12 years old? That's a story for another day. I maybe we can reach out to Shelley tomorrow and find out what that's all about.
It is true.
I think that's great. I think that's fabulous. And maybe we'll find out.
That might be a good Friday night story, actually.
You know what? I think you're right.
I think that's a good story. I think Friday night should be involved.
But I don't think
you know what we should do Friday night is talk about people in their first concerts and getting them.
That's a good idea.
Getting them on the line.
But I don't know.
And talking to them about that.
But I don't know if Shelley stays up that late.
I think she does. She was on Friday. Yeah.
She what?
She was on Friday night. So anyway, guys, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to my channel, because it helps me, and it helps me continue to show up every single morning for you, because this is, it helps. I do my hair, put lipstick on.
Oh, me too.
So thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hit the like button, share the video. That's another important thing. YouTube loves that. YouTube loves seeing videos getting shared. It just helps within the algorithm. It helps YouTube push my content out more. And then I can make more. I can keep going. And I appreciate you guys. I really do. And also remember, going forward, before I wrap it up, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here in the morning. It's kind of crazy. I really love the fact that you're listening and you're here, and thank you. Thank you. Remember to be kind to everyone. Stay strong in the crazy times that we're in. And always remember, most importantly, turn your music up like really loud, even if it annoys the person next to you.
What? Turn it down.
And always remember.
I love you, Lisa. Love you, Jeannie.
Keep rocking.
Love you, Shelley.
Love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Wednesday to you. And have an amazing day. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow.
Someday.
Apollonia Day.
Tomorrow. Turn on Thursday.